And we are live. Hi everybody, hope you're doing well today. So, for today's stream, we're starting a new Metroidvania, and this is one that completely caught me by surprise in terms of its announcement. God, if I remember right, I think this was announced during a Nintendo Direct. Or was it a partner showcase? No, or was it an Indie World? It was either an Indie World or a Nintendo Direct proper that this was announced in, and at the nanosecond I saw it and said, oh, it's releasing 2025, I'm like, well, I gotta see if it's on Steam too, to like get maybe something more concrete. And it said, oh, it's an early access starting back in 2024, and then it would release later. I think this released in January or February. It was early this year it released, and I've been chomping at the bit to potentially play this because I really enjoyed the previous game in this. Would you call it a franchise? I feel like, I don't know. This is a second with a similar moniker, but it's not called the exact same as the prior game. So, I don't know. But in any case, I'm excited to play it. And it being... I'll give it a second to capture. It being... Come on. Ender Magnolia. So, for those that may remember, I streamed Ender Lily's Quietus of the Nights, which is made by the same dev team, Binary Haze, and I really liked that game a lot. It was very good, and it was a solid Metroidvania that had this really nice dark fantasy aesthetic and an odd, hopeful, dreary tone. You know, kind of in the same way that a Yoko Taro game would have hopeful tone amidst things being, you know, sad. And when I saw that this game was in early access, I debated about getting it, but I held off because, you know, I'm picky about what I tend to get in early access, even if I do have faith in the game. And that faith seemed to have been well placed, considering that even in early access, this was getting overwhelmingly positive scores. So I thought to myself, yeah, someday I'm gonna have to play this. So we're playing it now, and I'm very excited to. I'm gonna double check on some settings first, and then we can get started. But yeah, I hope you're all doing all right. I've been okay. I had my usual workout, and let's go full screen and play. I will say that the menuing is very nice here, and I'm using my 8-bit dough for this as always. Actually, I wonder about something. Confirm. No, I didn't think so. It's nice that you can control the dead zone settings. So, yeah, I didn't think that there would be another game from them that of basically like, hey, let's make another Ender game. So, Ender may be the moniker that this falls under for this dev, but I'm not sure. But I'm excited to play this nonetheless, because I've heard a lot of good things. So, yeah, let's start it. 8 files, wow. All right, let's go. Homunculi, artificial life forms. Word is they're almost human. Is that true? Human? More like mutants. All those times they've attacked us. No, they aren't human at all. Ooh, it's a little loud. I might have to change the settings. Don't be afraid, it will be all right. In preparation for this moment, I have taught you all you need to know. Listen carefully. Seek out allies, find other attuners. I have faith in you. You can, the homunculi. Okay, I can tell the production value on the cutscenes is very different in terms of how they ramped up versus the previous game. Because holy shit, with this, we did not have that. I'm alive. What happened? I can't remember. I've forgotten something. Or someone. Someone important. What is this place? Oh, lovely. It works with D-pad on default. Modern experiment log. Scrapped homunculi over 1,400. Tuned transport homunculi insufficient. Number of specimens scrapped per month decreasing. Contact research facility. Okay. So yeah, the stylistic means that this game has is very much like, hey, 2D anime style, and the first game felt more like joint, I guess, in terms of how it animated. It's one of those things where you gotta really like see it yourself to get what I mean, but it felt kind of like a puppet, like a paper puppet show. This I'm seeing a lot more fluidity immediately. Also, something I just noticed on the map that I really like, on the upper right hand corner here, you have a little trail and you can toggle the map off. So, oh, and it doesn't fade, it just stays up and goes away as you... That's gonna help immensely with direction. Holy shit, that's nice. That is lovely. Okay. Do I have a dodge? Not yet. This looks useful. Healing ward. Ground in water. Restores Lilac's HP. While uses are limited, they can be replenished at respites. Charged magnesite. Magnesite? Magnesite. Charmed magnesite stored with an Argentine vial. Right? Yeah. Stored within an Argentine vial, responds to the bearer, invoking a barrier of healing. Alright, left bumper to recover. I am curious about something. Oh, I love the menus. Abilities, equipment. So we have equipment this time. I think you had Wait, did you have equipment in the previous game? Tutorials. What about relics? Any? Okay. No choice but to run past. Ugh. Subterranean testing site ruins. God, the backgrounds are beautiful. Okay, so down and jump. That's locked. Oh, oh. No, I'm changing that. I didn't notice that in controls, but hold on. What is right face button? Ability C. Okay, I'm changing that to that. And you wanna know what's lovely that I just saw there? It automatically changes around what the unused buttons are. They just swapped them for me. Oh, I love that. And it changes it for the tutorials too. Oh, lovely. Ooh, and you can chain rolls like that. And you have a sprint. Cool, okay. Pretty. A homunculus? It isn't moving. Has its magic been exhausted? Eyes that yearn for death. No. Eyes that do not fear death. You seem familiar. Are you not frightened by me? What's to be afraid of? I've been around homunculi since I was little. Lend me your power then. A touch of magic should allow me to liberate myself. In turn, I will aid in your survival. I do, however, have one condition. What is it? You think I would devour you? I love the design of this character. This is so cool. Like, if there's anything that I remember strongly about Ender Lilies, the previous game, is that one, the designs were incredible, and two, the music was incredible. And I'm feeling that here too, because the menu theme itself was really nice, very pleasant, and I mean, look at them. They look sick. We can speak further once we have escaped this dreary pit. I assume you'd rather not linger here. All right. Nola. Primary ability, an enigmatic combat homunculus that has been abandoned at the subterranean testing site. She exudes an ancient, noble aura, most unlike the labor homunculi in the lower stratum. Okay. So, like a high-level bodyguard. Ooh, Nola's joined your side. You can now make use of her abilities by pressing X to attack, left face button. Because as I said, 8-bit dough. Buttons are not exactly the same here versus they are in an Xbox controller. Using her attacks to cut down enemies and break certain boxes and walls. Ooh. I also noticed a little detail that I liked in this drapery that's here. I could see little hexagons indicating that it's more digitized or there's some extra bits to it. All right. And this is an RPG, so we do level up after defeating a certain amount of enemies alongside bosses. So that's the other factor about this. Ooh, something about the map design I really like here. You can see how the passageways lead into different rooms. Ooh, I like the connectivity of this. This is lovely. Respites. Respites can be found in multiple locations. Resting at a respite will save your game, as well as replenish Lilac's HP and heals. However, doing so will also cause previously defeated enemies to walk the land again. Ooh, this music. To rewatch cutscenes you have previously viewed. Okay, that's neat. Primary. Interesting. Let's bring the map back up. What is this way? Okay, that's a wall I can't pass through. Ooh. All right, first shortcut. Yeah, I really notice how more fluid the attacking is in this game versus, like, animation-wise. Like, oh, yeah, early game, you get really hammered hard. Because the first game, as I said, felt a tad rigid in certain parts with the animation, but not that that was a bad thing. It gave the game a certain charm with its style, but here it's like the attacks lead in so nicely to each other and it's so fluid. Very nice. And I see that the posture meter is back. For those that don't know what I mean, so there's a bar below the health that you see there on this enemy. And if you lower that bar down to 0, and this happens to bosses too, they will be stunned and you can just kind of wail on them for a while. Don't you fart on me, that's rude. There we go. And that's, wait, is that fully sealed off? Nope. I can't open that. Now what I wonder is this game gonna have pretty enough respites for me to be like a pretty respite tier list? Because in the first game, you had benches to rest at to replenish your health and your healing and, you know, do your skill allocations and equipping stuff. And a whole lot of those benches were set in particular areas of the map that were really pretty. So I'm wondering if this game will have that too. Break damage. Below the HP's... Yeah, okay. Below the HP's... Enemy's HP gauge is a gauge that represents break damage. It will decrease as you attack enemies and cause a knockback or stagger effect when depleted. This is your chance to go on the offensive. Be wary of attacks from enemies yet to be staggered and watch out for counterattacks as they recover. Yeah, so... that's their deal. Ow! Lido. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Ooh. There we go. Got him. And a level up. No. Don't leave me. Perhaps I can help. Lilac, where are you going? Take me with you. Fumes? Fixed me to see the outside. All of us. It's all we wanted. Lido. Cooldown ability. Ah, right. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that in the first game, and I'm assuming this one too, some abilities you get in the game are not activated automatically, like with our primary attack. Some of them have a cooldown to them, but they might be more powerful or had limited uses. Or limited uses and a cooldown, so gotta keep that in mind. A discarded test subject from a homunculus processing plant. He was one of the many homunculi that were exposed to the fumes as part of an experiment to observe how long they could withstand its effects before turning rabid. As the fumes took hold, hordes of homunculi tore through one another, climbing the resulting pile of corpses in a frenzied bid to escape. Leto survived by being buried beneath the pile. Shit. Yeah, so the other thing is that these cooldown abilities can be activated while you're attacking. So, yeah. Leto can attack independently of Lilac and Nola. It is possible to activate Leto's ability while attacking with Nola at the same time. However, Leto requires a cooldown period in between uses. So, there you go. That's how that works. Mine at last, with this free. Subterranean testing site key, a key that holds the magic gates. Unlock the magic gate leading to the subterranean testing site. Alright, so open the menu to view status and stuff we found. Oh! Okay, without the UI stuff, that would make for a sick desktop background. Oh, I like that a lot. The question is, can I just... Okay, only at respites. Yeah, that was in the first game too. We could only assign stuff at respites. Yeah, so far so good. Controls are just lovely. Your allies' abilities can be changed at respites. Try experimenting with the myriad of abilities available to you. You can challenge previously tuned... Wait, you can just fight the bosses again? Whenever? Oh, chat, that's awesome. That's really, really good. That's great. Okay, so I guess my one question on that is, if you can just challenge the bosses wherever in the middle of the game, would that be a mode that's still unlocked after you beat it, like from the main menu, or do you have to go into the game itself to do it? Like, that's not the worst thing in the world, but what if it's like the final boss you want to try fighting again, but, you know, you want to, what's the word? But like, because maybe you're up against the final boss, it'll probably record that you have a full save file, so maybe that mitigates that. But yeah, as you equip your abilities, they join you, much like in the previous game. Also, we have an ad break starting in 5 minutes as a heads up. All right, what do we have? Milius Labus Primus, access restricted. Homunculus Research Log 1. Artificial life forms created through the infusion of magic. They are augmented by Milius arcanesmiths and boast high physical capabilities and durability. Though they pose no danger to humans, magic that affects the consciousness is used to ensure homunculi remain true to their purpose. However, these methods require tuning from time to time. Okay, so Magitech stuff. I shudder to think of the inhuman experiments homunculi were subjected to beneath the surface. Do you remember anything at all? The fumes. They drove everyone mad. They hurt each other. I saw you in my memories. Are you Lilac? Yes, I think so. There is undoubtedly a connection here. Do not fret. Your memories will likely resurface in time. In fact, it would appear we all have something we are struggling to recall. I am certain of one thing, however. You wield a power capable of liberating homunculi. Those with such power, they are known as attuners. We may be able to find more of your ilk by retracing the memories of homunculi we encounter. All right, in that case, Lower stratum streets. So, this is the outside world. And that's the upper stratum. That's where the sorcerers, the founders of this nation and the creators of homunculi, reside. If I am to discover the truth behind the wretched dreams that haunt me, I sense that is where I must go. To that end, I will not permit you to perish until we are there. Steel yourself, Lilac. I understand. My memory is hazy, but before I fell down the surface, someone was desperate to save me. I think I cared about them. I want to know why they were crying. And if this power I have is meant to help the homunculi, I want to use it. Ooh, this music. Ooh. Ooh, the little icon for the cooldown actually appears on the side of your character, not just on the menu. Oh, that's lovely. Whoa, what kind of homunculus is that? She looks so old. And who might you be? The arcane smith of the town up ahead. Well, arcane smith in training, I guess. I'm looking to get my hands on some awesome arcane instruments that'll help the whole town. Wait, are you an attuner? Like the one in town sometime back? May I inquire where exactly? I don't know. I only heard about it from my partner. Partner? A homunculus with wings. Say, did you happen to see him on your way here? Oh. Anyways, you look like a mess. Help yourself to anything here. But first, we have the ad break to go through. So 3 minutes of ads, but then no pre-rolls for an hour. Take some time to get some water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. All right. So let's see. Because I remember this is going to be a very different situation because in the first game, I shouldn't say first, previous game, the amount of NPCs you interacted with was next to none. Like, it was just a solo venture as you're going through a barren land that had been long since infected and overwrought and destroyed. So we have NPCs here. We have characters we interact with, which is going to be very different. Are you sure? Get my cursor out of the screen. There was an attuner who helped me one time. She asked me to help other attuners if I'd met them. She was the one who set up this little camp and left all this stuff here. You remind me of her. That attuner lady. Oh, there's a mantle here you should take. It looks real handy for an attuner. Thank you. And I hope you find your friend. Say, if you see a homunculus with wings, could you help him out? If you can. Are you not returning home? Isn't safe outside, especially for one so small. I gotta keep collecting junk. That's how we survive in the lower stratum. Well then, I'll see you around. Ooh, there we go, that's nice. The items here may indeed prove useful. And there's also that winged homunculus she mentioned. Oh wow, just like the previous game, our first upgrade is the double jump. Wow. Wait, we have an air dash immediately too? Okay. Wow. That's very generous of the game to provide that. Huh. Wow. Generous. I like that. You can change Lilac's attire at... Attire? Where? Where? Extra. Under the extra menu at Respites, you can change costumes, view information on enemies and characters, and enjoy artwork from the game. Extras can be unlocked using fragments obtained by defeating enemies. What? Wait, hold on. Sorcerer's Academy uniform, Azure Mantle, Attuner's Mantle, Attuner's Mantle EX, or Attuner's Mantle EX2. I like the Azure Mantle the most. The others, like Attuner's Mantle 1 is fine, but nah, I like Azure Mantle. It also helps stand out more. Okay, so we can see art. Oh, that's so cool! They just include the artwork here to... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like this. This is lovely. Purchase. Oh, and you can just purchase all remaining items if you have enough? That's great. Holy shit. And I'm guessing we just unlock those bits of artwork as we, The only thing I'm kind of... So probably just do that on the map here. Okay, yeah, we got everything we could in that tutorial area. All right. That's great. Welcome, land of fumes, fueled by magic, at your service. Yeah, I gotta extend our jumps out. Jump, jump. There we go. Ah, wrong direction. There we go. What is this? Charmed Fragment increases max HP by 5. Fragment of Magicite contained within Argent Vial, or contained within an Argentine Vial. The higher the concentration of Magicite, the stronger the magic. So yeah, that was also a thing where we just have to... We're getting incremental upgrades to our HP when we find those things. Oh, you're not an enemy. Okay, blue core, no enemy. Passage through the human settlement of Old City. Authorized. Mutants prowling the outskirts of Old City pose a threat to human life. Remain alert. Is that dog okay? A little birdie told me there's homunculi running wild everywhere. What a mess. I wouldn't know, seeing as I ain't ever getting out of here. Dog? Oh, whoa, that dog's like a cyborg. It's crazy. Whoa. Remarkable. I can hardly believe the lower strata remains this populated. How is it that humans live on amidst the thick haze of fumes? Arcane Instruments is how. Without him, we'd be goners. Name's Gordon. I'm the resident arcane smith around these derelict parts. Take it the kids and a tuner? Where are your pals? As it so happens, we are presently in the search of other attuners, and a way to the upper stratum. Can't say I've spotted any attuners in a while, and you wouldn't learn much about the upper sanctum down here. Or stratum, not sanctum. What about a homunculus with wings? Heard about Yolvin from Levy, did you? Yolvin used to keep us safe from the mutants, but that was then. Haven't seen him of late, but there's rumors he's been attacking folks and such. He might be over yonder down the road, but it ain't safe to get close, you hear? We can pet the dog and enter Magnolia. That dog looks sick, though. Oh. What's down this way? And a tuner. Not something you see often. Wonder when Levy and Yolvin will become home. I didn't think I would survive when I fell down here, but the townspeople saved me. I got separated from my little sister, though. Wonder if she's up there. No side quests. Okay, that's a movement upgrade we've yet to get. I do like that you're given the double jump immediately. It's just really odd to me because I'm not used to the double jump being this early of an upgrade in Metroidvanias. Maybe an tuner could. Nah, never mind. I really am getting old, thinking of asking a kid. So I'm guessing that guy might be in charge of upgrading our homunculi. It's teeming with homunculi out there. You take care now. In times like these, you need to make sure you get plenty of rest. Why not take a break on that sofa there? I don't know, what if the sofa smells like cat pee? Tattered letter. Dear sis, happy birthday. You said you wanted a new pillow, so I tried to pluck some of Yolvin's feathers to make one. But he got kind of mad, so I'm gonna have Gordon teach me how to make arcane instruments for you instead. Levy. So Levy has a sister. Got it. You can talk to your allies at respites, and a notification will appear in the top right corner when a new conversation is available. Ooh. I can tell you have something on your mind. Best come out with it. We have a long journey ahead of us. It would be nice to know your names. My name? You may refer to me however you please. Lido. My name. It's Lido. Your turn. Or do you not know? Nola. Call me Nola. Is that really your name? The markings etched into my arm would suggest as much. Interesting. Well, I like that. I like that we actually have conversations with them. I'm gonna save real quick. You there. Have you seen anyone alive outside the city? We'd be long dead if it weren't for the arcane instruments warding off the fumes. People are very gassy out there. It's very dangerous. We need the fart guards. I sense mutants everywhere. Remain alert. Ah, you're ranged. Hello. Didn't mean to move that way. I want to go this way. Yeah, that's the other thing that's fun about this is depending on how you can break enemies, you can juggle them. And if I remember right, the previous game had this too, where if an area on a map was a different color than, you know, another spot on it, that meant that there was something in there that you could get, like a dropped, like something that was dropped or collectible. I don't remember. I feel like that's what the blue is supposed to mean, but I could be wrong. Because I think in the previous game it was if the area was orange or something. Right. Let me check the map, see if that... Respite, switch, door, magic gate, growth locked, item changed, completed... Okay, incomplete is gray, and complete is... Oh, so there were things I missed in those. But you know what, knowing this game, maybe I have the ability to go back at some point. Where do I... Okay, there we go. I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah. So there's a growth there, something else around here. Oh, but we have fast travel immediately? Oh, game, be still my heart. You are doing so many things right. Okay, so there's a growth, and then... Let's continue through this area, and then we will see about the fast travel and how that works. Because in the first game, you got fast travel pretty quickly, so I'm not too concerned about not, you know, having fast travel immediately, but if I have to wait, I can wait. But I do appreciate the game cutting to the chase, as it were, to be like, hey, people like having a double jump immediately, people like having fast travel immediately, so. Yeah, no dice on that. Oh, hello.
Can't take it anymore. A drink before the old folks notice.
Old city folks notice. Traveler's Bulletin Board. There has been an increase in reports of homunculi turning mutant. As retrieving cores is no longer a feasible endeavor, ensure that you maintain a safe distance. Additionally, while we still suffer a deficit of attuners, do remain vigilant with reports. Frost Attuner Squad. Okay.
You did good making it here, kid. But it ain't safe here either.
How about it? Want a drink before you kick the bucket? No. No. Dude, come on. No. Question is, what am I missing here? But I do like that, though, to show that an area is not fully completed as far as getting all of the collectibles or upgrades or what have you. Oh! Could I cheese this? Oh, wait, I could? Oh, because you can... Ooh, momentum. Hold on. Haha! And I was right! Materials, 150. Materials can be used to fabricate items at the craftery. Arcane instruments are fashioned using magicite, metals, and other such resources. I was correct, and we have hidden walls in this game. In that case... Oh boy, the Mind Goblins are gonna go crazy with this. Alright, well, we went down, so let's go this way. Something I appreciate about this game is that... Oh, you have a extra bit of status ailment stuff you can do. Neat. More materials. Just let that get destroyed. There we go. Now, what I'm curious about... that doesn't look safe. Oh, I see. So even completing a circuit of the map could mean that it's completed too. Interesting. Or a circuit of an area, rather. Nothing here. Love iframes. There we go. Gotcha. All right, another one. It's a health boost. We'll take those. Now, that is this whole spot completed. And then we just have the door there, the door here. Yeah. Next, fast travel... I'm gonna test the fast travel when I get to my next respite. That'll be the deal. I want to check, though, the door up this way. And I'm guessing that's just locked, right? Yeah. Probably get at that from the other side. Ow. Oh, interesting. I don't suffer knockback when I'm attacking while I'm hit. Or I don't... When I get hit, while attacking, I don't suffer knockback. Okay. More materials. Hold on. Nothing. So I'm guessing the room's not completed until I get that door from the other side. In that case, I guess we just go through the door that way. Yeah, that's a trend in a lot of Metroidvanias and even survival horror games that I really appreciate, is having parts on the map that say, hey, you didn't get everything that's in this particular spot because we've indicated it with like a color change, or maybe an icon that indicates what item should be used where. I like that. It's very, very nice. It's a very nice little quality of life thing that, you know, I like to just see when it's done. And it's something that I really notice when it comes to retro games that don't have something of that to that effect. Like, I felt that, let's see, I would say I kind of felt that towards Resident Evil 1 Remake, but that game had a system of showing, I think it showed what needed to be put where, right? I think it did. What's this? Sanguinary Raven. Increases aerial attack damage by 10%. An arcane instrument imparted to Yulven by his friend Levi. It was crafted under the guidance of Master Arcane Smith Gordon. A most precious gift. Okay. Something I also appreciate about this game is that the enemy's damage only counts as on contact and not just by touching the enemy. It's a nice thing. The winged homunculus could be close by. Remain alert.
Well, that tells me there might be a boss fight.
Equipping relics. You can customize which relics you have equipped when resting at respites. Relics have various effects when equipped. Multiple relics can be equipped with available slots. So, yeah. So you have a certain amount of slots available for relics that you can only make a certain amount of room for. All right, does that complete this? Oh, I hit dodge. Come on now. So I'm guessing the room's not completed until I get the key for that other door. All right, let's test this. Oh! I once heard from an attuner in Old City. Fumes from the lower I keep wanting to call it sanctum. God damn it. Fumes from the lower stratum have seeped so deeply into the corners. The very souls of so many mutants, even attuners dare not approach them. Countless homunculi have turned mutant in this manner. I doubt we would be able to save them all. All right, okay, no, we don't have fast travel yet. Give it time, but once we do, we'll head right back to the early areas of the game to see if any upgrades I got can be used there. Oh, this is a fucking boss arena. That must be the winged homunculus Levi mentioned. I swore to protect them. Enemies can suffer fall damage. Oh, knocking enemies off high places can deal additional damage. The longer the fall, the more damage they take. Knocking enemies into water results in an instant death. Enemies whose break gauge is depleted can be launched, making them prime targets. Missed. Shit. There we go. Gotcha. Uh-oh. Yo! Ow! Oh. Nah, I dodged into that. My fault. Ah, first death. Okay, now I know there's a phase 2, so that's gonna be not too bad. First phase isn't bad, I just need to pay attention to the bullets. And I can just skip the cutscenes, lovely. Oh yeah, look at that fall damage. There we go. Phase 2. Come on, buddy. Oh god, that was really bad dodge. Oh, I didn't dodge there. It's tough because you got to get used to a new pattern. All right. Like the first phase is pretty easy. It's just the second phase, the attacks are wider in hitbox than I think they are. Ooh, that's a generous amount of iframes on the dodge there. Lovely. Oh. There we go. Go ahead and use a heal here. Top off a little bit. Oh, that was bad. There we go. Okay, 3 tries. That's right. I lost myself to the fumes. Milius experiment. He must have escaped the something.
That growth present in his wings, I can't remove it. You want to thank someone, she's the one who found you. 2 sisters. Look after them. Yol, you won't ever leave me, will you?
Yeah, I promise. Aww. I nearly broke another promise. Thanks. I'm in your debt.
We met Levi. She asked us to help.
And here I thought she needed me. Looks like I had it backwards. Unfortunately, I still can't remember much from after I lost consciousness. If you're looking for other attuners, though, I'd check the sealed-off magicite mine. Let's go see Gordon at Old City Market. I'm sure he'd be willing to help. It's so nice to actually, like, because I think the only character you really talked to you in the first game was the Umbral Knight, which was fine. I really love the Umbral Knight, but yeah, I'm. It's nice to have your powers interact with each other, pretty much. So Yolvin, an experimental homunculus that escaped to Old City from the biological research facility in the Central Stratum. Experiments involving animal fusion were conducted on Yolvin by a renowned homunculus researcher who fled a neighboring country that is no more. And Yolvin is... Yolvin attacks continuously while following Lilac for as long as the button is held. You can move and jump while using this ability, useful for keeping long-range pressure. This ability's high mobility is offset by its modest power. Use it in tandem with Nola's close range... Wait a second. I have a fucking idea forming in my brain. I have an idea forming in my head. Hold on. First, I want to check... Okay, so that's the shortcut. I'm gonna check something. If I can do what I think I can do... Hold on. Abilities. Right bumper. Let's equip Yolen there. Okay. Oh, I see. Well, I think having him on bumper does make more sense, but I was kind of wondering if I could do like a Virgil summon sword thing where Virgil and DMC5 summon swords are not tied to any specific animation, so you can just do summon swords during your combos normally. And I was thinking like, oh, could I do the same thing here? Like have gun shoot and then sword with Nola? But I was wrong. Damn it. Be sick though. If Levy isn't in town, she must have gone out by herself. Again.
Maybe she's still looking for her partner.
I'd keep an eye on her when she was out looking for junk, but then she began sneaking off by herself. She knows to cut and run if she comes across any mutants, but she is still just a kid.
And she is not the only one.
Aw. Well, let's save since we just fought a boss. Alright. So that's done. Oh, and we're one more hit away from leveling up, so we just need to beat one enemy and then we're set on that front.
That homunculus just lost it. Can't trust those damn things.
Probably talking to Yolvin or about Yolvin. Worries of a sorcerer. It is imperative we find the land of origin. The magic of this nation will not last forever, assuming we don't succumb to the blight first. We have successfully proven our theories around the application of magic and replicating and even creating artificial life from nothing. This is now our only hope. Wasn't it called the Blight in the previous game too? There we go. Alright, is that completing this area? No. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Wait, if I gain a flight ability, maybe that's what I'm missing. Alright, well, we got it. Let's rest here.
Well, I'll be. You brought Yulvin back. You must be one hell of an attuner, kid. You have my thanks. Levy will be downright giddy. Here, I suppose you should have this.
Lower stratum key, a key that unlocks the magic gates around the lower stratum. The lower stratum teems with hazardous zones, to which citizens in the lower and central stratums are not permitted entry.
What is it?
The Magicite Mine. The tethered steeple. This key'll latch in there. This key'll let you in there at your own risk. And there's my homunculus. And there's my homunculus. Man's best friend. Name's Hati. I used to be up in the central sanctum back in the day. Until I painted a large target on my back, that is. Hati saved my skin back then. About as reliable as they come.
So cute.
I'd rather you'd be seeing the world than wasting away with an old fool like me, pup. What do you say, kid? You'd be doing us both a favor. That's a good dog right there.
Oh god, if I'm gonna attune to the dog and see a sad scene. Okay, no. God, it looks so cool though. Fast travel. Press map on the menu. I don't have to be at a respite to fast travel? Oh, that's nice. Because, yeah, in the previous game, you unlocked fast travel, but you could only do it between save points. So doing it here, whenever... Oh, that's lovely. That's great. Mount Hati to travel instantaneously to respites you have previously visited. Oh, that's fucking wonderful. I love that. Oh. Hell yeah.
One more thing. Whenever you've got materials on you, stop by this here craftery. I'm an arcane smith after all. Figured I could do you some good.
Break boxes and mine mineral deposits that you come across to scavenge material. Scavenge? Savage, not scavenge and salvage. Scavenge materials. These can be used to fabricate items and at crafteries. In time, you may also be able to find ways to expand their inventory. Ooh. Okay, so crude bangle. Ooh, higher heal proficiency, more defense, and magic vial grants an additional relic slot. Let's buy one of those. And is it just that? Yeah. Can I afford both? Hold on, I've got 273. No, I can't afford both. This is good all around, so let's go with that. All right, equipment. You can change Lilac's equipment at respites. Equipable items can help improve your stats, such as defense and heal potency. Yep, hence what I'm doing here. I don't remember if equipment was a thing in the first game. I thought it was just mostly relics. And you can just hide the UI to look at the... I love when devs are confident in their own art style just to let you have this kind of stuff. It's lovely. Okay. So, the first thing I want to do is fast travel back here to get anything I missed in the tutorial spot. Something's screaming to me up here. Aha, but I can't get to it because there's a weird old pustule growth on the wall. Is that it? That's it. I had the right idea. All right, and then the only thing that's really here is this door, so that's it. So, can't come back there until a lot later when I gain something that lets me go through those walls. And I'm guessing this is not finished until I get that magic gate done. So we have 2 gates to go through. I want to go over here, though. Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 spots we can go to. I think... Yeah, I explored most of this spot. I think the only thing that's not complete is just getting this growth door done. So let's go this way. What's this? Subterranean Laborer's Code. As long as the magicite yet glitters, toil as though the very future depends on it. For it is your hands that lay the foundation of House Milius. Squad Leader Milius Magicite Mining Unit 1. Need a bathroom break? Pee yourself. Keep mining. Need to take... Is it a number 2? Did we state otherwise? The fumes here are thicker than I expected. Wow, that chips away at the... Oh, you look... What the fuck? That thing looks crazy. That mech looked awesome. Helix Crystal. Recovers 3% HP each time an enemy is defeated. An inert core that is fused with a chunk of magicite, causing an uncanny reaction. The remnants of the soul once contained within the inert core yet returned to life. Or yearn to return to life. And the magicite responds to their mournful longing, transforming in the process. Okay, so that's another relic to add on. Cool. Ow! Okay, so I can go down that way, or... Okay, that is this area completed. Let's go this way. Hey! Okay, yeah, we have different looking respites. Like, besides just sofas and benches. And this one already looks really sick. I like this a lot. Is that one just one? No, two. Okay. Save. Yeah, this game's got a really good sense of vibes. Also, I like that the little animation of her looking up when I'm holding up. That's cute. Ow. Wrong direction. Oh, that's a slippery slope. Ooh, hold on. I want to go the opposite direction then. Okay. Let's go down this way.
What are you all playing at? Why help us now, after everything we put your kind through?
Writing etched into the wall. There's something wrong in the mines. It's as if everyone has gone mad. They dig for magicite as if their very lives depended upon it. Is it because of the fumes? Maybe I've gone crazy too, or maybe I always was. They back in it, swinging around their pickaxe from side to side, side to side. Okay. So, I guess the only way forward is the other way that I was just at. So let's get our heals back to start. You know, when I was trying to find some relatively spoiler-free gifts in this game, or of this game, to announce when I was going live on Blue Sky, I noticed that a very common one, aside from the one that I picked, was people just doing this, which I'm guessing is just the common joke, much like how doing the shield talk is with Souls players. There we go. That's a slippery slope in that direction. Okay, I can't jump all on that. Good to know. What's this? Another one. Okay. Honestly, I'm finding a lot of the homunculi I'm carrying have some pretty good abilities. The residual heat on the on Lido's is really good, and Yulvin's range shockingly has a lot more. Yulvin's range is bringing down the meter for stunning faster than I thought it would. That may change later in the game, because if I remember right, in the first game you could also upgrade your characters, and upgrading was essential for being able to match the damage output that you needed to put down. So, yeah. And that's it for this area.
Oh, backswing. God damn it.
Oh, that motherfucker looks serious.
Okay, so long as he's facing the enemy, he can auto lock on, but you have to be facing them. He can't turn around independently. I love having the momentum of my attacks follow through. That's so nice. Woo! All right, also ads starting in about 3 minutes. It's been an hour already? Holy shit, I feel like only 30 minutes passed. Woo! Ow. I find it very convenient that the bar for stunning enemies stays even after you've not hit them in a minute. That's very nice. Ow, motherfucker. Now, question is... nope. Not enough verticality. Yeah, no dice. Dang it. Darn it. All right. Woo! I see, so we're gonna unlock an elevator. There we go. Let's take care of that. Oh. Thought that was to activate to bring down. And yeah, if you stand idle enough, your equipped characters will come out to just kind of stand with you in a cool action pose. And I like that too. That's fun. Haven't seen you before. I got worked over by a mutant. It appears he does not know you either. Or appears he doesn't know you either. We're lucky to be alive, you know. Most of my buddies didn't make it. You're hurt. What are you doing here? The grand lift in Old City isn't working. The one that leads up to Central Sanctum. Stratum. Fucking, I did it again! My buddies are fixing its magic supply, and I'm down here gathering magicite to power it. But there's this garden of flowers further in. The mutant there. I barely made it out. A mutant in a garden of flowers. You thinking of checking it out? In that case, you mind taking my homunculus with you? Are you sure? In the state I'm in, I wouldn't last long if I tried to go up against the blight down there. It must be these thick fumes. That's why the blight's spreading so quickly. Take good care of her, okay? I'm gonna go help the others. Oh, it's a little owl!
Moonin. All right, well, we'll read more after the ad break. So 3 minutes, get yourself some water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and then we'll be right back after the ads. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so Moonin. Let's see, autonomous ability. A homunculus scout that belonged to the attuner Heath. Long ago, sorcerers would often employ owl familiars as messengers. Since the decline of House Frost sorcerers, however, they have been replaced with homunculi. What do you do? Attack enemies that are within a range. Oh, so that's what it means by autonomous. Okay. I'm heading back to the old city to help with the lift. Good luck down here. I mean, he's nice. All right.
cooking a little meal. All right, abilities. I'm actually gonna put the owl on right bumper, and then Yolvin can go on top face button. And they're all just chilling with me. All right. So we have not gotten everything in the map, so I want to explore a little more before we go into wherever else we're going. Ow! Okay, we don't have fall damage. That's a positive. Oh, and there's something I'm missing, really. I fucking thought so. I missed. Ow, bitch. What's this? Oh, it's gain back a heal. Oh. Got it. Okay, yeah, because I think those were a thing in the previous game as well. If you could find flowers, they could restore your heal amount. What is this? Oh, materials. There we go. What is this? Tarnished tag reduces damage taken from enemies by 10%. Proof of occupation worn by the homunculi working in the magicite mine. Fumes pervade much of the forbidden areas, and even homunculi with a greater resistance to magic are not impervious to them. Okay, so it was mostly homunculi that worked in these mines, hence why there are so many enemies. Oh, I can cancel out of a heal. Interesting. Cool. All right. Yeah, nothing else here. Is that... Yeah, that's all there is. All right, back up we go. Is that really everything? Yeah. I mean, well, we'll take a look at the map in greater detail when we get to the respite. Okay. Let's get some heals back. And that relic costs 3. Map. Okay, there was the growth here, and then there's a shortcut here. So, yeah, so that's how that works. And then the key that we got also lets us go into this area too, so we're gonna go check there sometime later as well. I also forgot to mention, today's stream is going to be a bit short like the last one since I have to wake up early, but I wanted to start this because, as I said, I've been curious about this game for the longest time to finally play it, and, you know, it'll be maybe like 3-ish hours to try it, and I think that's a good, robust amount of time to check out this game to start. And I'm gonna finish it, do not mistake me. I do wonder if this game's got multiple endings like the previous one does. I have a feeling it might, because I feel like that's just the vibe that this studio is going for with a lot of these games they're making.
There we go. What the fuck? Oh, those things look awesome. Okay, and that's a lift. Oh, you have a big durability. Oh. This feels kind of busted to be able to just do that. I can just camp and do that. Ow, bitch. Okay, so the growth is also why I can't get anything there. So what is over this way? Ah, there's a shortcut. Oh. And a boss. Right, I remember these in the first game too. There were mini bosses that you could find in the world. There we go. Whew. That got dicey. All right, so what's your story?
What have I done? We are prohibited from harming humans. And yet, what am I to do now? I'm no longer employed. No, do not let it concern you. Please accept this as a token of apology.
Experimental amplifier, components that can be used to unlock and enhance abilities, a device fitted into the armaments of homunculi. It is capable of augmenting arcane instruments and can be used to amplify a homunculi's magic. Or homunculus's magic. Oh, you're not joining me. You're just an NPC.
Work. Must find work.
Oh, buddy, the job market's really bad right now. I don't know if you can find anything. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna take a suggestion to go back this way. Rest, please. Because I wasn't expecting a mini-boss there. Enhancing abilities. You can unlock and enhance your allies' abilities at respites. Unlocking and enhancing abilities requires ability components. Right. And this is where upgrades come into mind. So it goes... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. But I need to find unidentified core, unidentified amplifier, and unidentified transformer. And then new mod... And Yeah. Okay, so it's specific types of attacks that are the ones you unlock and are upgraded. Well, let's read through these. So this is our default attack, and I need 2 unidentified cores to unlock it. A scythe that Soul Harvester, a scythe that deals damage at close range. Consecutive input to perform a combo attack. Hushed Whispers would describe the homunculus wielding this scythe as the personification of death itself. It looks fucking cool. Vanquisher, an axe that deals slow but powerful melee damage. Consecutive combo attacks. When harsher punishment needs to be dealt, Nola's weapon can transform into a mighty axe. Okay, so instead of a full-on upgrade tree, this is more like you pick one to unlock and then upgrade from there. Yeah, and when you upgrade it further, you get more abilities through that. So the next time we upgrade this, the Spirit Piercer, we get a 4-hit combo move. So Barrage, and then Lacerate. Fire spinning blades that cut through enemies for as long as the button is held. The blades ricochet off terrain. Lilac is able to move and jump while using this ability. A small pair of pistols fashioned by House Milius. They can be augmented with various attachments, greatly altering their performance. And then Eviscerate, a spinning tornado that ignores the enemy's defenses and continually does break damage for as long as the button is held. Oh, oh no, that's really good. I think I may go for that one. A weapon crafted by Yolvin, motivated by his desire to aid Lilac. Wow. And then that's just increase projectiles and power. Follows behind Lilac, attacking enemies within range with a mighty thunderbolt. Inflicts shock status. Owls were popular familiars among sorcerers. And I'm guessing shock is it just makes enemies kind of remain stunned. And Bombard follows, and the explosives detonate upon contact, dealing damage over a wide area. Okay, familiars were often used as reconnaissance, but were just as useful for relaying messages and delivering items of importance. Okay. And then for Lido. Increase power, increase break. So no decrease to the time spent on refresh. Glacial Fist. The user leaps forward, dealing a blow with the prosthetic arm, inflicting the freeze status effect. Can be used in conjunction with other abilities, an ability that was in the experimental stage. It was said that a child with a high affinity for magic would be required to test it. Okay, and then Rocket Fist. Fires a projectile diagonally upward. It can pierce enemies and bounce off solid surfaces. Can be used in conjunction. The loathing he feels for his prosthetic arm is eclipsed by Lito's desire to aid his allies. Oh. I think if I was gonna use any of these, I would say Glacial Fist. Yeah, let's go Glacial Fist for Lito. I like that one. That one's cool. All right, let's. How do I equip the new ability? That's how. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go with that. And we'll keep going. Ow. All right, well, what's good to know is that we at least have everything we need here. So that's a plus. Except that's on the other side. Okay, so it's the lift up there that we need to get to. There we go. So where will this take me? Notification of restricted areas. Residents of the lower stratum are strictly prohibited from entering the magicite mine. The theft of magical material will result in prosecution. I was about to say persecution. Yeah, prosecution, that's the word. Furthermore, due to an increase in miners failing to return from the second stratum of the crystalline realm, the area will be cornered off. Or cordoned, not, well, same effect. Yeah, no you don't. No. 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 You're not getting to do your, you can do your cool leap, your friend. Oh, that's really useful. Now what I wonder is if you can inflict the freeze status on bosses. I want to say no. Oh, this is pretty. Stop these backgrounds. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna take screenshots whenever I can because this game is very pretty. Holy shit. All right, back we go. Oh, this is so cool. Are these homunculi graves? I can hear the cries of my friends. My friends. 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 Oh, I see. There's a shockwave. I did not. Thank God dodges can be done so quickly between each other. Uh-oh. Oh, you bastard. Oh God, I got way too close there. Okay, Garm the Giant Gravedigger is what the guy is called. And that, let's see. It's possible, I just didn't expect there to be shockwaves on some of those attacks. Thankfully, you can just back-to-back dodge from the get-go, which is very, very convenient. Ow! Oh, that was bad. That was all around bad. Yeah, I got too close and he was doing the rock throw move. I can't really describe it any other way. Okay. Love this backdrop though. It's fucking gorgeous. This game's just pretty. tough dodges. Oh shit. Oh my god! Okay, new attack. Ow. Okay. Good to know. Don't be that close to him for that one. Shit. Okay. You know, Glacial Fist may be cool, but I think maybe it'd be... I think I might prefer the straight fist attack. Because, lowers the bar and also doesn't require too much trouble on aiming. That was a bad dodge. That was just a really stupid dodge. I got cornered. I was trying to heal, but then he leaped at me. All right. Come on, wail on him. Okay. Oh, I got too close to one of the rocks. Ugh. Okay, let's try again. All right, first phase down, or part of the fight, I guess.
Wail on him. Dust him. That was really bad. Oh, that was a bad sequence there. Oh, shit. Ow.
Nope. God, I was doing so well there, too. Okay. Keep trying. I'm locked in since that's why I'm not talking, so just a heads up. Woo. Okay. Ow. Nope. Oh, God. Okay. It's hard to tell which times he's gonna be doing that big old swirl move and other times when he's not. Cool attack, though. Love this fight. It's just, gotta make sure I know what attacks are coming. And maybe I should just change out my relics so that I'm... Because the aerial one was good against the Yolvin, but might not be the case for this guy. All right. Whew. Okay. Shit. it! No! Oh! Maybe if I healed, I could have gone through that. Shit! Oh, but he was just not leaving much room for error on there. God damn it. We're getting there. The next 3 attempts, I want to say. I'm feeling it. I am grateful that dodges can be chained together the way that I'm able to do here. That's very, very convenient for me. For saving my ass. Okay, good. If I die this time, I'm just gonna change relics. Ooh. There we go. Woo. Hello, welcome. We just won. Oh. Oh. What a fight. What a cool fight. Yeah, welcome. I won. All right, what is your backstory, buddy? Garm.
It isn't safe here. Town's phone guard allowed.
Thank you for saving me. Homunculus or not, you shouldn't go too deep into the lower stratum. If you find yourself in danger, look for the untainted white flowers.
My memory isn't so good. I wonder...
Take a flower necklace, wear it, and you won't forget. Well, remember, if you're ever in trouble, I will always find you where the flowers bloom.
Homunculi work for humans, but now work to help and protect my friends.
I want to help the homunculi too. Please, lend me your strength.
So this is likely the guy. Yep. Garm's Iron Stake. Dive while airborne with the aid of Garm. Diving through growths in the floor will open new paths, causing damage to enemies in your way and destroying their parts. The greater one's height, the more powerful the dive. All right. Yeah, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. We just beat this boss, and we're going to go for a little longer, but as I said at the top of stream, it's going to be a bit shorter since I have to wake up early. But yeah, now that we have this... Knackered fella. Yeah, he's very tired. But so far, I really will say, like, this game has just been great from the get-go. Like, controls lovely, and I mean, obviously, artistically, this game's beautiful.
Please, leave me be. I feel liberated, even though I no longer have a purpose.
The dude abides. Unidentified amplifier. Ooh, components that can be used to unlock. Oh, Vernola. Wait, this was the scythe one. Oh, do I want the scythe? Do I want the scythe or do I want... Been busy the last few weeks packing, moving home, starting a new job, and unpacking, lots of cleaning. Oh yeah, moving house no matter what is always hard to do. Like, that's never an enviable situation, especially depending on the season. Like, I once had moved within the same town that I live in, but just to a different house that by all rights is better than in every which way possible, because for one, in the old house we were in, my brother and I were genuinely too tall for certain parts, and it was not very well constructed on its upper levels. And two, the house is kind of cursed, and you're probably thinking like, oh, that's an exaggeration. How could a house be cursed like that? Well, my dad wanted to continuously work on the house to make it just to our fitting, to our liking. And during one of those jobs, one of those projects that he was on, he was in the garage working on something in the attic, I think. And one of the rungs on the ladder leading up to the garage's attic had broken, and he proceeded to break his ankle that way. So after that, and after some talks with my mom, my brother, and I, as we all agreed, like, yeah, this house isn't good. We need to move to a new place. So we found a new place, and that's where we're currently at, and I like this new place a lot. It's very nice. Only downside is I think something in the foundation shifted, which caused the dry wall to burst open a little bit. So we got to get that fixed, but yeah. And even then, moving was tough because I was the only one that could really move everything as far as like most of our furniture and even some heavy boxes, which my brother could help some stuff out, but he couldn't really do much. And we got some local help, like people help from the town helped us in some way, however they could. But not only were we trying to move all this shit, we were moving it in the dead of winter, which meant I had to contend with not potentially falling on ice with boxes of stuff. So yeah, not ideal, but you know, everything worked out in the end. It just was a lot to do for very few people, because we didn't want to do a moving company to help us out. So yeah, I understand what it's like. Moving is really hard, and when I moved to the state I'm in from Texas, that was particularly hard since we had to do the drive. Sounds like fun? Yeah, total fun to... It's actually funny. Literally, as I was helping with the final preparations of getting to this new place, I fell down the stairs to the basement on the way out, or on the way over rather, and I had a bruise on my rib for a little while, which sucked. Not the first, and probably not the last time I'll have fallen downstairs in this house. Happened to me when I was on my way up from my attic room, and it also happened when I was going to class during one particularly icy winter. We got some guys that have been very helpful, but I could not watch them carry all my tech. Oh yeah, like there are some things that are genuinely like, not to say that I don't trust people helping out with certain things, but there are certain things that I would prefer to do myself. What is up there? But there are some things I would just want to do myself so that I can guarantee things can be safe. Like my PC, all of my games, and the figures I've bought, my cosplays, all of those I would prefer to do myself. All right, fuck this guy. But, you know, if people around town were volunteering to help more, because one of which was actually the local college baseball team. They were willing to help out with our move, mostly with my dad's grill, because yeah, people were willing to help, which I was really grateful for. It's just holy shit, there's still a lot, and that grill in particular was a real bitch to do because that thing is fucking heavy. Makes good brisket, makes good ribs, but Jesus, is it heavy. But yeah, the tech stuff in particular is pretty touchy. Like, because however, when, are you ever gonna encounter movers that may know how valuable some of the stuff you buy is? You know, like, if you have a figure that's like particularly delicate and has particular packaging that you need to store it in, or if you have something that's really rare. I like the sound of the community. Yeah, they're very, like, the community around were very helpful, and they were very sympathetic towards my, towards me being one of the sole helpers of getting our shit moved out. It's just at points it got to be a bit much, especially when, you know, the ice and snow would really be bad. Because again, dead of winter, moving in the Midwest is really hard to do. Dumb motherfucker didn't even notice. Let's just say that after the move was done, I definitely earned some takeout of my choice, because if there's anything that's also evident is that I needed to eat a lot since I was carrying so much stuff. Oh shit. Like, in the event that I ever actually get to move out of my parents' house, that'll be something I'll have to deal with again, but it won't be as bad since I'm not helping move beds and other furniture. Like, I don't plan on ever having a whole lot of stuff for the most part. It's just, you know, the process of moving stuff back and forth is not always easy. Grimoire unlocks new items that can be forged at crafteries. An excerpt from a House Milius grimoire. It contains plans for arcane instruments. Ooh, neat. There's something still here. But yeah, having a good community around you is always a plus when it comes to having, needing a pair of hands that can help you out with tasks that you may not be able to do yourself or want to do yourself. Like, one example I could think of, so we were dealing with a very heavy wet winter, like really heavy wet snowfall. And one of the neighbor kids was just going around to people's houses, and for like 10, 15 bucks or so, he would help shovel people's driveways. Like, he would shovel driveways to make sure our cars could get out. And our sidewalks too. And that's just what this kid did. So we paid him 20 for him to do our yard, which was really sweet of him. Really nice kid. So yeah, that sense of community, and that kid gets to have some money to spend on, I don't know, M&Ms or Three Musketeers. I don't know what the best chocolate bar is. We don't really have that in the UK. I imagine it can depend on where you're in. I don't picture London having that, or it could be wrong. I wouldn't really entirely know. I've never been to London. I'd like to one day, but that's for when travel's not expensive. But yeah, it was nice. It was very nice to have that kind of situation around. And sometimes even neighbor kids will look after our dogs too if we're going out for a little while. The majority of England don't even talk to their neighbors. Yeah, that's a trend I hear about from people who visit America frequently or have visited America once or twice. And this doesn't count for every American, but for the most part, Americans tend to be very into small talk and sociability. A common thing you'll see a lot of times, especially if you're in more countryside areas of the US, people love to linger and talk. They love to linger, they love to chat about small things, large things, future things. Just, they love to chit chat. And like, not to say that I don't understand why, because, you know, you don't get to see maybe some people often, but it's not for me, because, you know, I want to be able to just get on with my day. But for others, you know, they want to hear about how you're doing or hear about things or just kind of pass the time. But I feel like there's a time and a place for that. A frequent sight that actually you'll see is, say someone's driving down their neighborhood street or something. A lot of times you'll see people just kind of stopped on the side of the road talking to somebody that's across the street from them. And they'll do that thing of where they'll go up to your car and then put their elbows on the windowsill as it's rolled down so that they can just keep talking in close proximity. And I'm like, okay. Wouldn't they have places to go? So I don't know. For me, I find there's a time and a place for small talk, but for others, you know, that's just the highlight of their time, is just getting to be social with each other like that. So yeah. Now, the scythe looks pretty fucking cool. Do they? Unidentified amplifier. Is that used for any others? No. I gotta try that. I need to see how this scythe goes. All right, let's see what Garm has to say about memories.
Precious memories must be treasured. Can't lose them. If forget, remember again. I'll always be by your side.
Wait, are there only like 6 bosses? Interesting. Oh, that's also a thing at restaurants too, is that depending if it's, you know, a group of friends going out or a family going out or something, or a large family gathering, you'll often see people at restaurants, even after the bill has long since been paid, just sitting there and talking back and forth. And again, I get why. And, you know, if in the end, if they're paying customers, they can do that. It's just, you know, that's something you'll also notice is just people wanting to sit and chat for a long time. I see it a lot in my part-time job, so yeah, it's not an uncommon situation. I was going to equip that scythe onto Nola. Enhance, no, abilities, here we go. All right, how does that look? Oh, oh, it's pretty sick. I like that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and change my relic out. The aerial thing is good, but only if you're gonna be in an aerial boss fight. Equip relics. Unequip that. That'll be useful for traveling. Let's equip that one. Also, we have an ad break starting in 3.5 minutes, as a heads up. But yeah, like I'm of the mind that socialization has its time and place in areas that I feel could be a bit more appropriate. And I have a feeling that for the most part, like a restaurant's a good time for that. But if a restaurant's busy, I'm usually not someone that does that because, you know, a lot of restaurants will want to clear the tables immediately and just be like, hey, you know, you eat your food, you paid your bill, you gotta go so that we can keep our tables circulating. So, yeah, that's something that's usually a problem at some restaurants, is that if they're just packed busy, it's better to just go somewhere else for talking, you know? Another relic slot. Oh, perfect. Okay, now, is that it? Because aside from the lift, that's just not really much else to get. Yeah, the mines are done. And these growths are on the side, so I don't have the upgrade for that. There is one. Was that a growth? What is that? I'll check what that is. Let's go back here. Because I think whatever is for that lift is something that I'm going to get by going above this area here. Probably for like a long type of shortcut. All right. Let's rest. Oh, hey, you made it. Hey, you been taking care of Moonin for me? Like I said before, we need to get the Grand Lift in Old City working again before we can access the Central Stratum. Things would be a lot easier if we could find the Chief Attuner. Okay, craftery. Thistle bangle, mixed parts. Ooh, that's an upgrade. Thistle bangle, what is this? Ooh, attack boost, but lower heal. I'll take a lower heal proficiency for more attack. And a magic vial. And a magic vial. Okay, equipment. Oh wait, never mind, I have 2 slots, just remembered that. So, it's the drill, yeah. Yeah, I'm going for that. Eviscerate, and then abilities, eviscerate. Beautiful. All right, well, the ads are gonna start in 10 seconds, so 3 minutes of ads are about to come up, but use that time to get yourself some water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. All right. So we'll go for a little longer, but as I said, today's going to be a bit of a shorter one. So, I guess, oh, an update that I forgot to mention. So, I've been talking about my building of Pathfinder characters, and I can tell you for certain that I am now done fully with building my Pathfinder characters. Those are finally done and finished. And they are, hopefully ready for the campaign that I'm building them for. I don't know why that game didn't capture. And I have to say, doing the building of characters myself has been a very interesting experience. Researching into it, making sure everything fits within the setting, collaborating with our players to see if everything will fit properly. It's been interesting, an interesting experience. Stay back, don't come any closer. Okay. Hard to believe a place such as this is beneath the old city market.
I nearly drowned, but an attuner came to my aid. A lot of us that were cast aside. She understood how it felt.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, if I'm in water, I can't do my primary attack. Oh, that's not good. Oh. I'm guessing that's to prevent cheesing of against enemies. Wow. Okay, good to know. Corroded warning sign. Do not dispose of homunculi in the waterway. Homunculi of dubious nature have been sighted. Turning back is recommended. Milius Homunculus Guard Corps. Okay. That's such a good ability. Oh shit. A rat. Ow. Oh, it's an enemy spawn. Oh. So from this, we likely gain the ability to... Or do we? No, we probably do. Oh, God. Well, I seem to be in the right level cap for this area. Ow. Oh, come on. Nah, because they want to be right up against me. Okay. Damn it. I died by rats. Okay, well, that's an option that I think I'll probably go to another time. Yeah, let's go to this place instead. I'm curious. Can at least poke our heads in on this one. Yep, all right, so keys unlocked for both that and that. Because I don't want to go in fully with no potential upgrades that I'm missing out on. What the hell is... Oh. I see. But yeah, the Pathfinder characters, literally the last thing that I needed to really settle for what I need to make for them was their skill points and the equipment that I needed from them. That's it. And starting wealth as well, which, you know, I was a tad worried about, but, you know, and in the end, I got everything that I think was necessary. And after that was done, our GM was nice enough to actually give us a magic item budget too, which wasn't, you know, too high, because if we had a magic item budget that was high enough for us to get a +1 weapon at level 1, that'd be a bit much. So I'm glad that we got what we did, and yeah, I'll be glad to finally try one of the characters out. It's just I think now all that's really needed is to figure out which of the characters I want to play and which ones the other players feel like would gel well with a true party dynamic. Because as I mentioned, what made us stop our last campaign was just our party synergy wasn't very strong. Broken warning sign. Warning. Entry prohibited. Hazardous zone ahead occupied by homunculi who have declared themselves enemies of Milius. Risk of mutants. Milius Homunculus Guard Corps. Okay. Ugh, noose. Okay, I can't jump up there, so what's left is down here. Like, I'm still set on playing as my my half-orc war priest. Like, that's who I'm thinking is just going to be my primary, because I had the most fun building him up. But I don't know, something about my human cleric and gnome bard seemed like they'd be a lot of fun too. The thing, although the gnome bard is definitely not going to be a front runner of combat, like, that's not gonna happen. Not with the way that he's built, and not the way that I've got him in terms of equipment and loadout. Looking ahead though, as far as what they can get, like all of my characters, holy shit, things can get really crazy. I was a bit confused about a couple things at first when it came to character building though. So like if you're on Pathfinder and you look on a cleric's spell layout, I guess, you see that they have a you see that they gain like a 1+1 for their spell types, and I was confused at first, thinking what is that supposed to be? And turns out what that is that it's not only just a cleric spell that you can gain when you level up for that, it's also a domain spell for a specific deity that you're worshiping. So yeah. Where's my brother? Oh, hello. Holy hell. Eviscerate is so good. Why would I not be using that all the time? Shit. Tune.
The last thing I remember, I was in the central stratum.
Oh, thank goodness. You've come around.
My lady. In my present state, I'm afraid I can no longer continue to protect you. But at the very least, I can escort you back to the city. Young Attuner, you have enabled me to carry out my final duty with honor. You have my gratitude.
Oh. That's for the axe ability, I think. Yeah, this is interesting. I guess we just have a smaller amount of abilities that we get in this game, because in the last game, every mini-boss ended up becoming a ally for you to have in exploration and combat. Also, what the hell am I missing? There will likely be a stream of me going to prior areas when I have more upgrades to see what all I've missed. Can probably guarantee that. Really? How about here? I fucking knew it! I knew it! Crimson Ribbon reduces the likelihood of being inflicted with blaze, freeze, and shock status effects. An elegant ribbon often spotted among the wealthier parts of society. How it found its way into the lower stratum is a mystery. The jewel on the ribbon is able to offer some protection from various kinds of magic. Okay, and then that's like a little preview of the area below here. Good find. I wasn't even looking for that. Homunculus Expedition Record. Beyond the gloom lies the hidden stronghold of House Frost, sworn enemies of House Milius. Known as the Tethered Steeple, it was once an enormous prison meant to contain the nation's transgressors. Search the shadows, for the place hidden by magic lies beyond the shroud of darkness. Hidden zones. Occasionally you may chance upon hidden rooms or paths. These are concealed by false walls that reveal their secrets when Lilac interacts with them. Yeah. We found one before. I think I like the scythe. The scythe's good. Scythe, very good. Is that everything here? There's no way that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Well, I guess we'll check out that hidden steeple area, since that seems to be where we're supposed to progress to. Let's rest here. 3 slots. Let's go with that. Enhance abilities. Yeah, you get that axe. I'll unlock it, but I don't see myself using that. It's cool, but I'm not typically a slow attack person.
All the homunculi here. Our fates were decided for us by House Milius. And then the frost came along and gave us a new lease on life.
Okay.
Tethered steeple. What a derelict place. Fumes have spared nothing. The fumes have spared nothing. Alright, well, once we reach our next... Oh my god. This is beautiful. That just utterly deflates their threat. That just deflates their threat level. Holy shit. That's so funny. All right, heal up. Okay, big central room. Oh, this is nice looking. God, this game's pretty. Okay, is there a wall here? No. There's shortcuts. Okay. I see. Well, in that case, I have an idea on how we can get to those spots. Is that a... Aha! It is. Oh, and that's the entire area. Okay. I love that I can just use my attacks to carry my momentum. That is so useful. All right, what's here? More HP, and that is the entire upper floor. All right, nice. Chief Attuner's Journal. Control over homunculi is said to be similar to the magic of another time that was capable of manipulating the soul itself. A priestess of the ancient people who inhabited this land at one time is said to have taken control of souls in this way to grow her power. It seemed this ancient sorcery can only be inherited through blood. It was desperately sought by the sorcerers of the House Frost. Is this how they're gonna... No, I was gonna say, like, I wonder if this is them tying the first game to this one. Magicite mining records. The abundance of magical resources excavated from the lower stratum yielded a bevy of anomalies, including but not limited to those that manifest the powers of heat and cold. Ever since, the land's fumes have produced a number of arcane instruments capable of commanding fire. Be warned, however, for these are not to be wielded lightly, particularly by homunculi. Okay, status effect blaze. Yeah. So, just a tutorial on one of the status ailment types. Oh, Mimic! God, I love that ability so much. That is so good. Oh no. There we go.
What is that? More relic slot. Oh my god, this game is spoiling me with relic slots. Okay, that's an elevator. And what is this way? Oh, hello. Ow! Yeah, I remember the mimics in the previous game being a particular nightmare. They could do a shit ton of damage. Wait, it was either damage or poison breath. Was it poison? I might be thinking of something else. Blighted dice. Gain 50% experience after felling an enemy. A dice imbued with a magic spell that improves the holder's luck. Crafted in the lower stratum, it is among the rarer arcane instruments. Okay, that's pretty good, but it's probably really costly in relic slots. Okay, and that's everything there. Bench? Bench. All right, well, let's take a look. How much is that? It costs one? It costs one. One. Why would I not have that equipped? Okay. Just gain more experience. Easy. All right. I'll take it. Cool. Yeah. Look at that. Look at all the progress we've made so far. Actually, is there a percentage thing here? No, it has my playtime. All right. Well, let me see the map real quick. I want to... Okay, so we've just gone into a whole ass thing here. Likely gonna get another character. And then there's the subterranean waterway, which we just got. And we don't have any... So if I came back here, I'd have to start all the way from the old city market and then go all the way back down. So that sucks, but it happens. Up here, there's a thing I'm missing that I can't get to since I don't have the aerial abilities to do it. And then all the way towards the beginning, we have these two growth walls that we can't get past because what Garm can do is a downward thrust, not a side. And then there's the lift, which has something missing that we just don't have yet. We also got a lot of money out of things too. And then there's this. What am I missing here? It's got to be something that's on a higher level. And this too. Wait. There was a... No, wait. I was about to say, that's probably the grand lift that takes you out of Old City into the higher areas. So, yeah. That's going to have to wait until next time then, because we are about to approach that dreaded 3-hour mark. And as I said, despite having fun, I sadly can't stay for too long today. So, a bit shorter. But otherwise, I had a lot of fun today. Double save. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun finally getting to start this. And, you know, as we have seen, it's proving to be just as good as the first game, or the previous, I'll interchange. And I'm glad to finally get to play this since it had been taunting me in early access for the longest time, and I've been hearing such positive buzz about it. So finally getting to try this out has been nice. It's been very nice to finally play it. So yeah. So this is the Metroidvania that I'm going to be going through for this period of time. And I'll try to get as much done in it as possible. I'm not gonna try and if completion is required for the ending, I'll go for that since, well, not like entire completion, but if there's a requirement for the best ending, I'll do it since I think I did that for the first game as well. No, I did do that for the first game, because that required me getting a bunch of tablets and stuff. So, yeah, I'll look into that if that has to be the possibility. But knowing this game, there's probably multiple endings you can go through, and they'll be kind of sequenced by letter like they were in the previous game, and kind of like Nier as well, since I have a feeling that this Ender moniker of games is very heavily inspired by Drake and Nier. So yeah, with that said, this has been a lot of fun, and thank you all for joining me, whether you chat or lurked or watched the VOD. And for VOD watchers, hi, welcome, thanks for watching. And if you want to see when these streams are live, I usually am live on Twitch at 7 p.m. CST. And as for the days I'm live, you can refer to my Blue Sky for that. Be sure to follow my Blue Sky as well to see when I'm going live, or if there's any kind of updates as far as if I'm going to be live at a specific time or not. So yeah, because things can happen, schedules can change. So follow me on Blue Sky to see any adjustments that may need to have been done. So yeah, with that said though, take care of yourselves, VOD watchers, stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.